in our top story at this hour, Kohima, Nagaland's capital, is calmer after the violence and arson of yesterday. The paramilitary forces have been rushed in. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister has appealed to protesters not to believe false rumours, but has turned down any demand by the protesters to step down or his cabinet over the death of 2 protesters in police firing on Tuesday night. The protests were originally triggered off by the state government's going ahead with the civic polls even after promising a postponement. For the past 1 month, Nagaland has been witnessing protests over the issue of 33% reservation for women in civic polls.
Prime Minister and Defence Minister are very sensitive regarding all the problems of the Northeast, whether it is concern with the security of the Northeast area, border areas, as well as the overall progress of the developmental work of Northeast. So we are well aware of that, and we have taken the due precautions, and I assure from Defence Ministry to the people of Northeast, we are very sensitive about the security of Northeast, and we have provided all the arrangement, let it be Army, Air Force.
Ratnadeep Chaudhary now joins us for the very latest on this. Ratnadeep, so a tenuous calm there after all of that arson we saw yesterday. The paramilitary forces have been rushed in, but we believe that there's some sort of fresh trouble which may erupt because the protesters once again demanding that the Chief Minister must go, and so must his cabinet ministers.
Well, Bhairavi, whether we see a repeat of what has happened yesterday or not is something that has to be watched for. Right at this moment, the information that is coming in from Kohima is that the protesters have once again gathered, not in same numbers as yesterday, outside the old MLA hostel where the 2 dead bodies have been kept for the last 48 hours. And we did speak to some of the leaders who are leading the protest, and they told us over telephone from Kohima that they would not climb down from the demand of resignation of the Chief Minister and his cabinet. Meanwhile, what we are hearing is that the governor might also rush back to Kohima, although we don't have an official confirmation in terms of when he is arriving. The state government has made it very clear that there is the demand of the Chief Minister stepping down is totally unreasonable. The state government has actually declared the elections to the civic bodies which took place on February 1st as null and void. The state government has also transferred the Commissioner of Police of Dimapur for a fair investigation. Remember, the probe has been already ordered. So the state government feels that they have already started taking action, and they are trying to now reach out to the protesters, trying to convince them that first they should allow the funeral of the 2 dead bodies to take place. So a lot of security right at this moment in Kohima. In fact, ASSAM rifles, 4 columns of ASSAM rifles are patrolling on the streets, and army has also been kept on the standby. Remember, the headquarters of the 3 Corps of Indian Army is near Dimapur, so not far away. So as the day progresses, we need to see how it pans out. The protesters would also try to perhaps negotiate with the government, and the government, I'm told by a senior bureaucrat, is also sending feelers through different organizations, including the church, so that at least the protesters allow the funeral to happen, and then perhaps some negotiation can take place. Bhairavi?